here. I'm Banks.
I am Josh.
Odd Places going viral. Take it, Josh.
Banks, are you good or bad?
Wow.
That's a shitty question, isn't it?
I don't know how to answer that question.
That's what I mean.
I strive to be good. Sometimes I'm not good. Sometimes I'm bad. Golfer, as a golfer, I'm bad. I'm a terrible golfer.
Okay.
Tennis player, I was pretty good. Runner, I was really good.
But here's the thing. I was talking with someone this morning, and we were talking about how you have to be bad before you're good. You can't be good until you're bad first.
What does that mean?
That means let's say you want to be a good golfer. Let's say you want to join the PGA Tour. Okay. You've got to be bad to start with. You have to suck at hitting balls. Like the first time you swing a club, you're going to be bad. Right?
I have to argue that.
Practice. It takes effort. You're not going to just suddenly come out of the womb and like start hitting 350-yard drives, are you?
Well, not 350. 340 maybe.
Okay. Not 275 either.
Tiger Woods. I mean, I do not know. I mean, this might be a total fallacy. People who are great at what they do, the two ways of getting to be really good. Let's go with good and bad. Two ways of being good. One, you have a natural talent for swinging the club, or however your body works. And we're taking golf as an instance. And Tiger Woods, when he was a kid, his swing was just incredible. It was like, wow, this little 5-year-old, whatever he was. So he had some like eye-hand coordination, and he comes out just swinging great. Yeah. And then you have those people.
Yeah, it's something.
Yes. And then you have those people like myself, and I was never. I mean, I'm going to go to running real quickly. I was never a good runner until. I mean, I wasn't a great runner. I was pretty good. However, I got better by working hard at it. I mean, most of us, I feel, have to work hard to become good at something.
And honestly, Tiger Woods also worked very hard. That's a big fallacy where people think it's all talent. It's not all talent. Talent helps.
Right.
But you got to bust your ass.
You do. Now.
And that's what I mean. You're going to have to start off being bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Lance Armstrong. Let me give you this one. Lance Armstrong's probably scraped a few knees when he first learning to ride a bike. I bet he fell and scraped some knees, right? Yeah. I mean, he wasn't always this Tour de France winner.
Right. Okay. So what are you saying? You're saying we have to be bad in order to be good.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right.
Now, I'm not saying bad means you're going to get good. You don't have to get good because you're bad. I'm just saying if you are good, at some point you were probably bad, and that's okay. Okay. Because you got to start somewhere.
All right. So let's move beyond golf. Let's move to people. Okay. Good and bad in people. I mean, I feel humanity has both of those aspects. We do. We have the inclination to hurt. We have the inclination to love. We have the inclination to hate. We have the inclination to be compassionate. Oh, yeah. I mean,
you think we're born with the ability to hate? It's natural.
You're right. No, I don't think we're born.
But I don't think so. I think we're only born to love. I think we are taught to hate.
All right. Wow. Then what you're saying is we're born with all the great things in us, the positive aspects, and that the hate and the fear and I think fear is probably built in when we're born. Let's put fear aside. The greed and the hatred and the sexism and misogyny and all of that, you think we learn it. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Wow. So the only thing that we're not taught, the only thing that we come into the world with is love.
That's it. In fact, I think that's the only true thing that exists. I think so you talk about hate. Hate doesn't actually exist. We make it up. We create it, but it's not naturally occurring. It's synthetic. How about that? If that's an easier way to think of it. Hate is synthetic. It's not real. It can't exist it can exist naturally occurring on its own. If we don't help it and give it energy, it can't exist on its own. Love is just everywhere. Love exists. It's real.
Fascinating. I love that. I love that.
You're so full of love.
Okay. So as we grow up, we are learning these greed, these let's call them primal states of being, greed, hatred. And as we grow up, we learn these, and then we get to a certain point. I feel like I'm at a point now. I mean, to look for enlightenment, to find enlightenment somehow. And I feel like I'm unlearning all of this stuff, all this garbage that happens inside my head that I thought was real. I am unlearning it, not learning it. I am flushing it out.
Unlearning it. Yeah. Think of it like this. You're letting it go. Remember, when it comes to enlightenment and meditating, you just have to let everything go.
Right.
Just let it go. Unlearn it. Let it.
So you're saying in order to get to this point, we got to go bad. we got to go to hatred and fear, or not fear, hatred and greed and ugliness and anxiety in order, bad, in order to get to good, to a state of enlightenment.
Yeah, I mean, I think we start off good, we go bad, and then we have to go to good again. It's one of those, as far as states of being, yes.
Okay.
As far as states.
Now, I want to throw this out at you. In your 20s, let's say in your 20s, you got it. You finally saw this. I mean, what we're talking about right now, this, I mean, I'll say myself, I in my 20s, I got it. I finally got that this garbage in here was just garbage all the time.
I was 29. Yeah, I remember the day. Yep.
Oh, you were 29?
I was 29 years old.
It didn't happen to me until I was in my 50s, probably. The point is, okay, you got it at 29. To spend these years, I mean, I've been at it for like 5 years trying to figure this thing out. And if I got it at 29, would I have been so much farther along than, or is it just, you got to go through the process? You just need to.
You got to go through the process. So this goes back to being bad before you're good. You have to be bad at the process before you're good at the process.
Wow. That's very depressing. Oh, yeah.
The first step. The first step is awareness, right? The first step is knowing that you're not in the right place. That's always the first step.
Okay. And let's jump to Down syndrome, people with Down syndrome. Okay. People with Down syndrome, you get all different types. My general impression is they are just so much fun. Whatever gene that they're missing or link or whatever it is, they're just full of love. Let's say that they never go bad. I mean, let's just they don't know how to go bad. I mean, they get mad and upset and these things. However, to get into this garbage that we fill ourselves with,
which makes sense.
Yes, but however, they would not go bad and then good. They would always be good, and they would emotionally be triggered by whatever, hunger or physical, tactile thing, physical things. So possibly it's not everybody that has to go bad in order to be good.
Correct. And what you're saying makes sense because people with Down syndrome, as I understand it, they often have learning challenges. Right? They have a hard time learning things. Because remember, so therefore, not only are they not learning math or science, but they're also not learning how to be an asshole. Like they just don't ever learn it. They don't see it. They don't copy it from society. They don't get taught it from their parents. So yes, they're like innocent. They there's a childlike innocence and a goodness about them.
Okay. So how do we not be like that? Like, how do we not learn? I mean, how do we not learn it? Not
it's
learn
obvious.
that.
We have to alter our chromosomes. We just have to add an extra chromosome. And I'm just kidding. But
you're saying we have to. You're saying we go through this in order to come out on the other side good. So we go good. We have to go to bad in order to go I get it. So your original, are you good, are you bad, or are you good, Banks, is basically, we're coming back to that right now.
Where on the spectrum are you? That's all it says. Where maybe spectrum's not the right word, but where in the cycle are you?
Yeah. Hopefully I'm coming out. I'm 5 years out, like four or 5 years out of it.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going
Viral.
viral. Yes.